Hello! It's Susan from Sassy C Art Shop. You guys ready to do some art with me? Let's get to it! Hello everyone. It is Susan from Sassy C Art Shop, and I am an artist, and that means sometimes you just gotta steal someone else's art. No, I'm joking. Don't do that. You should definitely give artists credit. You should never steal their work, but you can take inspiration from it. And in certain cases, in fact, artists even say, here's my character. I created it. Why don't you do whatever you want with it? Which is what we're going to be doing today. So today I am actually going to be drawing this character. I'm going to show it to you guys. Here we go. So this character is a Draw This in Your Style challenge. If you don't know what that is, it's basically where artists create a character and they say, have at it, have fun, draw this character in your style. We want to see how it looks like. So the artist is Adumni on Instagram. I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong, but there it is. You can see right there. Anyway, I really like doing Draw This in Your Style challenges. I think they're really fun. They're a great way to be creative, and it's just like a lot of fun. I haven't done one in a long time, and I was searching through Instagram, and I came across this one, and I was like, ooh, I do like her. So anyway, you can go on to her Instagram. She's shown like a lot of the other people who have also drawn this character in her style or in their personal styles, which is really cool. So what like attracted me about this character, like I love the hair. I love that like glamour, and then I love the pink, and then the butterfly is really fun, and then the corset is really fun. So yeah, I thought today I would be stealing this art with the artist's permission. Don't do that if you don't have their permission. Anyway, but yeah, so I thought I would draw this in my style, which I thought would be pretty fun. And for those of you who don't know, I have a few different styles. I have more of like a chibi style. I have my art print style that I normally do for my art prints. And then I have like a more slightly realistic style. So I kind of did a mix between like my art print and more realistic style, because like my art print style tends to be a little cuter. And I just feel like this character needs a little more sass. So this is what I came up with. Zoom in so you guys can see it. There we go. Yeah. So I did change her pose, which the artist said you can change the pose and background and whatever, just keep, you know, like the essence of her. So I feel like I did a good job creating like the basic essence of her. I do like her. She feels like, you know, like the showgirl kind of thing. She's got like the corset. I did change the corset just a little bit, just the design. Like I put another little butterfly up here instead of like a bow. That's not in the original. See, like it doesn't have one, but I think it's really cute. And yeah, the skirt isn't as flouncy as in this, which is kind of disappointing because I do like the flounce in this. But this is what I came up with, and her expression is, you know, a little sassy, maybe a little evil. We don't know, but and I put her on this like swing because, like I said, she was giving like the showgirl vibes, and I was thinking of that scene in Moulin Rouge where she sings "Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend," and she's on that swing. So that's kind of what I had in mind. But let's put some line art on this baby. So I'll see you in a minute. Okay. So here's how the line art turned out. It's okay. I feel like I messed up the face a little bit, but we'll see how it goes with the coloring kind of thing. Anyway, but yeah, so that's the line art. Normally I do mostly just black line art, but I do occasionally use colors. And this piece, I felt like it needed warmer tones for the line art. So I chose some different like pinks and purples. I don't know if I chose the right shade, but we'll see in the line art or the coloring process. So let's do that. All right, so let's color this little lovely lady. So normally I just pick my own colors, but since this is a draw this in your style, I kind of want to stick at least close to the color scheme in the original. It doesn't have to be exact, but I do want to try and get kind of close. So let's do some swatching together, kind of figure out what colors we want to pick. Okay, so I have my 320 set of Ohuhu alcohol markers. I'm not sponsored by them. I just like using them. Okay, so she has a pretty rosy skin tone. RO80, pale cherry pink. Let's see if that works. I feel like, it's a little soft. I think we could even go up to, let's see, E470 Tea Rose. Let's try that instead. Let's see. Oh yeah, I like that. I like that better. We may use this one as like a little bit of a base though. And then I do want like quite a bright pink blush, but I don't want it like too pink. Let's try R14 Pale Purple, which is 100% pink. I don't know what they were talking about. But yeah, R14, if I could find it. There we go. Let's do this. A little bit of blush. Is that too pink? I think it will work. Okay, so we have that. And I'll pick some shadow colors in a minute. I just want to get like some of the base colors done. For the pink of her hair, I do want like a couple lighter pinks. And then it's pretty like a warm pink or cool pink. You know what? I'm not sure I know color theory. But what about R190? Let's see. Do I like that? Is that too close to the skin tone? It's not too close to the skin tone. I may use this one for blush, actually. I kind of like that with that. I actually do like that. So I'm going to do that instead of the R14 for the, but would that work for the hair instead, the pale purple? I'm not mad at that. I kind of like that, actually. Let's see. So R14, and let's get like R15 as well, which is cerise. Can that work as, yeah, I think that'll work. That's a nice color. And I may use that in like deeper concentration for like the butterfly wings as well. Okay, so that'll be good. And let's see, I do want a darker red for the lip. Let's strong red R230. Let's see how it goes against that. Yeah, that's pretty. So we'll do that for the lip. For the corset, the gloves. It looks black, but I noticed that it's not like pure black. It's kind of like a very dark, warm brown red. So let's see if I R290 maybe? Is that too dark or too red? I don't mind that as a base, and then maybe we'll go over it with like pecan maybe. Let's see. Picking up the pecan. If I can find it, should be somewhere. There it is. Okay. Let's do, yes, I do like that. And then I kind of want like a warm gray for the skirt. RGO30. It's kind of red gray, kind of like that. All right. Yeah, I don't mind that. So for the little stockings, they're see-through, but you can kind of see her skin. So I think I'll layer the skin with like, maybe like reddish brash, or maybe lipstick natural. Let's try lipstick natural. I think that might work. So that over the skin tone. And then I think it's too light. I feel like we need like some red in there. Let's try R12. Here we go. And then layer the skin tone over it. I don't know how I feel about that. We may come back to those. But so those are my like basic colors. So I'm gonna get started coloring and see how it goes from there. We'll just see. So as you can see on my coloring, so I'm gonna kind of speed through my coloring. I'm not gonna show you like lifetime footage because it took me a little while to do. But so I started with the skin, and I did use the skin tones that we picked out in the swatching phase. But I ended up adding some like purples for like the darker shadows, like a very like warm light purple. And I think that added a good amount of depth and things like that. And of course I wanted the very red lips, which I'm glad I did. And I do actually, I end up darkening them with some colored pencils in a few minutes, which you guys will see, because this part is a voiceover, some of the others is live. So yeah, I thought I would kind of change it up. So then I did the hair, and the like base color, when I put it down, it was quite light, and I was like, oh, I'm super happy with that. But like when it dried like much darker. And then the shadow colors I had picked out didn't really work, so I ended up going in with a brighter shadow color compared to what we had picked out in the swatching phase. So the hair came out kind of bright and vibrant, but I'm actually not mad at it. I still really like the vibes. You know, like I said, I may just go in with like some colored pencils or something later. And then for the outfit, I layered the same pinks that I had done for the hair, just kind of like the opposite. I did it from like light to dark, instead of compared to like the base layer of the light and then adding dark shadows. And then I actually layered like the red and the brown for like the butterfly part of her sleeves, like the part that would be black on the butterfly. And I used this same color combination for the gloves and the corset, because as I said, when I was noticing the original picture, it looks black when you first look at it, but like if you zoom in and look a little closer, it does have more like warm brown red undertones. And I'm actually really glad I decided to do this, because I feel like with the more vibrant hair, it just works a little better, I think. Anyway, but yeah, so I did that. And I ended up adding like some ribbing to the corset, and I made that a very dark gray that's almost black, just because I felt like that would add a little bit of visual interest. And the skirt, I kind of just did like that warm red gray that I talked about, and then shaded it with like some shadow pink. I thought that looked cute, and then filled in the little butterflies with pink and red because I felt like that was appropriate. The stockings, I actually ended up picking totally different colors than what I swatched because they were just not working. So I don't remember what I ended up using, but I think it turned out good. I layered a few different colors to get like the depth and try and get that like transparent look that like the pantyhose have. So yeah, I think that was a lot of fun. And then you can't see her shoes in the original, but I felt it would be really cute if she had like little heels with like a butterfly wing on the end. So that's what I ended up doing. So let me just finish coloring this up. Almost done. I just did like a really basic like beige for the swing. Okay, so here she is, pretty much done. I do want to go in with some colored pencils and maybe add some more details and highlights. I do feel like the hair and the butterfly wings are too dark, so I want to lighten those up some and maybe darken up the corset. I don't know, because I kind of like this kind of more red compared to the black, but yeah, so I'm just going to go in, add a few details, maybe add a background, and I'll see you guys in a minute. Okay, everyone, so it is time for the grand reveal. We're going to see how it turned out after I added some highlights and colored pencil work and a background. So are you guys ready? Here we go. Ta-da! So as you can see, I added like a dark background, and then I wanted her to be sort of in like a stage spotlight. I don't know if it gives that vibes or kind of moon vibes, like a pink moon, but either way, I'm not mad at it. And then I added all these little like neon pink butterflies, like fluttering around her, and then a few like little twinkly lights, and I think it was really fun. I love how it turned out. What do you guys think? And for comparison, so here's the original, and here's mine, and let me show you them right side by side. Move my markers out of the way. There we go. So I do, like I said, I feel like my colors, the hair's like a little more vibrant, a little more hot pink compared to like cotton candy pink as she has here. The corset, like I designed it a little bit differently, but I feel like the essence of the character is still there. I still really, really like how she turned out. What do you guys think? Let me know. And let me know if you guys think I should do more challenges like this, more draw this in your style or other art challenges. And let me know what you guys thought of the editing of this video, since it's slightly different than my other videos. So thanks so much for watching, and I hope you guys had a great time coming along with me, and I hope you have a great day. Bye. You guys are still here? Well, thanks so much for watching. To support my channel, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and if you want anything from the shop, the link's always in the description. Thank you guys so much for joining me, and next time, don't forget you're going to get to see my highlights of my artistic journey, as well as my foibles, because there will be some. All right, bye!